I've been using an Apple iPhone. For me personally, I've been using an Apple iPhone for the longest time. And you know Apple, right? They build their products. They have ecosystem around their products. So for example, if I use an iPhone and I have a MacBook, it gels very well. It synchronizes very well, right? But suddenly, right, if I want to change my, iPhone to a Huawei or Android because it's cheaper, you realize the Android, right, it's not very compatible with the MacBook, which give me a lot of problems. Does that make sense? Yeah. So this is something that you want to find companies that have very sticky product. That means like once you use their services, you almost like will not like think of not using one. So what are some of the sticky products or services or companies that come to your mind? Just share in the chat box. Like what are some of the sticky product services that you will just keep using the product, won't change one? Anyone can share. But what are some of the sticky products? Right, like I can think of perhaps like Facebook. Every day I use Facebook or Instagram or WhatsApp, which belongs to Facebook also. And you see Facebook, their products, their platforms, their software that they provide are very sticky. Microsoft, a very, very good one. Thank you, Soon. Microsoft, right? Like most of us, we still use Windows. Some of us, at least for me, I still use Windows, PowerPoint. I only know how to use PowerPoint to do my slides. Okay, you ask me to suddenly go and learn a new kind of like software to do my slides, to share so that I can share with you guys. Wow, I don't do it. Okay, so I already know how to use PowerPoint. Okay, yeah. So these are some of the YouTube. Right, these are some of the things from T. So these are some of the companies that you want to have in mind. Some of the characteristics. So I'm just sharing more characteristics, and later I'll share with you the end result. All right. And most of these companies might also tend to be platform or subscription based. Facebook is a very good example. It's a platform based. It's like a software or website, right? And it's not so much like physical goods or like heavy machinery goods. Like for example, I will say like Boeing is a very Boeing is a good company, but they manufacture like aeroplanes. It's a very heavy industry. Okay, and that's something that personally I might not want to get into. All right. And let me add another interesting point for these grade A companies. And also because of this COVID-19 situation over the last 2 months or so, I realized right the grade A companies that I have in mind just happen to be only like I selected this company at the start of the year. I have my own list of watch lists, and during these 2 months, I realized these companies tend to be COVID-19 resilient somehow. So let me share with you. Right now, businesses around the world will be affected. Yes. Example like Disney. Everyone knows Disney, right? Two companies, they do movies. But right now, is anyone really watching movies out there? Like, at least new movies, not so much, right? Which means if no one is watching movies, their movies production are delayed, that will affect their income. They have the amusement park also. Theme parks, right? Or Disneyland, they account for about 50% of their revenue, of Disney's revenue. 50%. And if theme parks are shut down for don't know how long, and 50% of their revenue just disappeared overnight, what will happen to the company? The company will not be as profitable, right? We need to wonder if companies like that will have the capability to withstand through this crisis. They have the cash flow, yes, but they might not perform that well during this period, right? So Disney is a company that I think is good, but I will not get into right now, right? So what companies are COVID-19 resilient? Jeff shared Netflix. Yes, Netflix is a good one. Now more people stay at home, more people watch Netflix, more people use Zoom, right? These are some of the software. Right. But I want to find companies that are already doing well before this period. Okay, not like suddenly this period, then because of this COVID-19, then their business go up a lot. For example, companies that sell masks. Okay, these are like opportunities companies which I do not want. I want companies that are already doing well, and then this period they are COVID-19 resilient. So let me yes, Derek, Facebook, Tencent, correct. Facebook, like if more people work from home, stay at home, I guarantee you more people go online on social media. Okay. And if more people go online on social media, do you think Facebook business actually, do you think potentially Facebook business might even get better? So if Facebook is a company that I personally already like before this COVID-19, and then during this period it got even better, and then their price get even cheaper because of the market drop, what do I do? I buy, right? Yeah. Okay. Yes, Justin, thanks for sharing. Your opinion. I think Netflix, right? Since you mentioned this point, so I'll just cut in to share. I think Netflix, yes, Netflix do not have monopoly. Like right now, we have Disney Plus, we have Apple TV and all that. But I think Netflix is big enough such that in a growing market, they have a certain market share. Like for example, Visa is also do not have like 100% of the digital payment industry. We have Mastercard, right, challenging them. but they are big enough, one of the top players. So Netflix is one of the companies that I think is okay. Not my favorite, not my personal favorite, but I think it's okay. It's not a company, Netflix is not a company I invest in, but I think they are pretty doing okay. All right. COVID-19 resilient. Okay, so these kind of companies, right, based on the characteristics, they will have, all right, good and increasing profit margin. So their profit margins are really good, like more than 50% profit margin. And over the years, if you look at, if you know how to assess companies, look at their company's financial reports, like financial statements, you will realize their profit margins will slowly start to increase year on year, like very small profit, because you don't expect overnight increase like that. But year on year, if there's a slow increase, it's pretty good, all right? Like profit is margin is already good and then slowly increasing without the expenses increasing. I think that's solid, all right? And these kind of companies, their profits are consistent every quarter, every year, non-cyclical. So what do you mean by cyclical? That means some industry, they have a up and down, okay? Up and down, like roller coaster, right, like that, up and down. So like shipping, oil and gas, semiconductors companies, these semiconductors industry, these are companies that, because of the, sometimes business cycle, there's up and down, right? So these kind of companies, they tend to follow, to a certain extent, to these kind of business cycles, right? So I want to find companies that are non-cyclical. That means regardless of good time, bad time, recession, COVID-19, people still use Facebook, okay, as an example, all right? So these are companies that you want to assess, all right? And these kind of companies also tend to be cash rich because why? They make so much money, they have a lot of money, right? Then they do not know what to do with the money. Okay, so why is that good? Because you want, especially during period like this, where businesses might be affected, they need to have enough cash flow to thank you this situation, right? And you might not know it can last how long. For example, like Boeing right now, they even before this COVID-19, they were dealing with the plane crash situation and all that, right? They have a lot of problems, and their cash flow is not exactly the best. And then now with this COVID-19, no one is traveling. Do you think Boeing might get into a cash flow situation? Might be, right? So the opposite of cash rich is called cash flow problems, okay? And they might actually take up a lot of that. Right? So this is companies that I do not want. Okay? Online, how? You use credit card. No, you can use credit card payment to pay. Right? So these are companies they have a long runway of right now they are big or small, but even if they are big, right, they still have a lot of room to grow. Okay, lots of room to grow their business. These are the companies that you want to find. All right, and these kind of companies, right, look at the graph below. Okay, so I just share a graph to paint to you why these kind of companies will make a lot of money. Firstly, for this business to expand, like to make more business, like for example, MasterCard, okay, to earn 10 times the money, right? Do they need to have 10 times the expenses? No, do not need, correct? Because every time you pay online, they do need to have hire extra staff to wait, to pay them, to sit down there, wait for you to swipe your card or to do payment online. Don't have to. Okay, at the most, it's just the what call it? The swiping machine, correct? That's it. So they have very low variable expenses compared to a company like new equipment for their coffees, machines, coffee machinery, so that is it new capital intensive? Yes. So you want to find companies that have low variable expenses. Can you see the difference here? So Starbucks, I think it's a good company. I drink Starbucks also. I like to drink coffee, but it's not a company that I will invest in. Okay, it's just my personal example. So can you see the difference here? Like some of you guys your portfolio might have companies like Starbucks, Disney, McDonald's. I think it's to grow over the next few years. Okay, and again, I want to emphasize that this is just my personal opinion. It's just whatever I do with my own money, right? Please do your own due diligence before you invest in these companies. Okay, all right. And how many of you learned something so far? Okay, just in the first section, I shared with you my own personal, like how I used to assess. Okay, someone asked, what about SQ? SQ, do you mean SIA? Let me ask you now. SIA right now, is anyone flying? No one, right? And they have a lot of airplanes to maintain. It's a capital intense industry, right? So I'm a Singaporean. I love my country. Okay, I love my local airline, but I will fly SQ, but it's a company that I won't invest in. Oh, you mean Square? Yes, Square is an up and coming digital payment. I think Square there has a lot of room for growth too. And it might even challenge some of the big players like Visa, Mastercard. So Square is a company that I personally invested in. Okay, so yes, I Square. Okay, so I don't want to go into individual companies here. Our Singapore Airlines. Right, I think that personally is a very very bad move. This is how not to invest. This is how. If I didn't know 12 years ago, if I didn't know what to buy, I did not have whatever I know right now, the knowledge and right now, and you know now's a good time to buy, and you probably will invest in something. But the key here is knowing what companies to buy. If you buy Facebook compared to you go and buy SIA, wow, the world is so big, right? I can make my money elsewhere. And you realize our local companies, local blue chips are not really exactly growing. Look at your local banks. Small, how much can Singapore grow further? Which also means how much can DBS grow further over the next few years. Okay, if you want to, if I say this and you feel offended, you just so I'm a very numbers person. Just look at DBS numbers over the last 10 years. Compare DBS to so you can go just on my chart, right? You can go to where I show the graph. You can do the comparison. Just go Yahoo Finance and you just type in DBS Bank. Just Google DBS Bank, their stock symbol input, and show a 10-year period, and then you just compare it to, let's say, Mastercard, and see what is the difference. Okay, if you buy DBS at the best possible time, until now, you might only make 2 or 3 times. Which is not too bad. But if you can make 30, times. If you are there, right, I need to go and plan out, correct? But the foundation need to be solid first. Similarly, as we are doing this investing framework, right, you need to have a proper framework. And you start off with the stock selection. The stock selection, all right? Because if your stock selection is bad, no matter how you build up the whole thing will collapse. Similar like building a building. If your first level, first few levels is bad, the whole building will be shaky, okay, which you do not want to do so for your money. Okay, so after we have identified the stocks, this is where options come in, right? How? We will do what we call selling options, right? So let me share with you exactly what are options, right? And how I got started. With options, right? I like if you were to research right now, there's this like go out there and Google. There's this like me or this like like a lot of people interpret options wrongly. They think that options is very high risk, okay, and you know you can lose a lot of money. That is, to be honest, that's true. But it's the same goes for anything. If you do not know how to do something, it's very high risk. If I do not know how to drive a car, price is $150, you can buy it at 150. But if you want to buy it cheaper, 140, 130, can or not? Can. How? Via options, right? And this is how it works. Like just like I mentioned, options are so good, it allows you to buy this company, Facebook, at a cheaper price, and you get paid for it. Okay, I say that. So it sounds a bit too good to be true for those of you who do not know options, but let me explain. Okay, so it's actually legit. So what do? Is I will sell at option at a good price of $120. Okay, so if you see there's a green line there at $120, right? That is, the green line is what? The green line represents the agreed price between the buyer and seller. All right, which means to say, if the price of Facebook dropped to $120, the seller will have the obligation to buy the shares at $120. All right, so let's say Facebook $150, all right, and I think we can buy right now, but Singaporeans, we always want more discount now. Okay, so let's say you want a 20% more discount. This is what we'll do. 20% just now is $120, right? So what will you do? So our entry price is $120. We really want to buy $120. What we will do is we will sell an option at the agreed price of 120, which means to say, if the price of Facebook dropped to 120, we will have a chance to buy it at $120. All right? If it dropped to 120. And in the meantime, for taking on this obligation to buy the shares at $120, the buyer, you see the bottom left corner of the screen, the buyer will pay us the insurance premium, the dollar sign, that is the insurance premium. Okay, and the insurance premium, it goes into our pocket. So we collect monthly consistent cash flow to have a chance to buy these companies. Does that make sense? Now, after we sell this insurance, a few scenarios can happen. Number one, the share price didn't go down. It just go up, go sideways, or it did not drop to $120. It dropped to $125. Nothing happens, right? I do not get, because I want to buy $120. If it did not touch $120, I do not need to buy it. All right. So what happens? I keep the insurance premium I collected, and I move on. Next month I do the same thing. Okay. So let's say I do this contract for 1 month duration. Okay, it lasts. So there's different contract duration: 1 month, 2 months, etc. But let's just say I use a 1 month monthly duration. Over the next 1 month, if Facebook share price did not drop 120, I collect the money, free money for me. I keep. I move on to the next month. I rinse and repeat. Right? So every month I'm collecting extra cash until Facebook really dropped to $120. Then I got a chance to own Facebook. So what is my worst case scenario? My worst case scenario is I get paid the money cash flow. I get paid to own Facebook at a cheaper price. Okay, so this is the beauty of options. Okay, if you use it correctly, it enables you to get paid to have a chance to buy your favorite company at a cheaper price, and that is what you want to achieve with options. Okay, and you can, if you can pair options and investing together, right, it will give you very good returns, right? So this is what you want to do, right? So in short, right, it allows you to collect money for a chance to buy Facebook at a cheaper price. Okay, and not just Facebook, it can be any price. Okay, it could be any company. It can be Visa, could be Amazon, could be Google. Any company that you have in mind. In this example, I'm just using Facebook. So in short, right, it lower your risk because you can buy it at 30% cheaper. And if your risk goes down, and you can collect extra money in the meantime, you have more returns, correct? So you lower your risk and you have more returns. All right? Does that make sense? And some of you might ask, hey, maybe what if Facebook drop more than $120? Can Facebook drop $120? Can it drop further? Can it drop to 100? Yes, it can. Okay, which is why when it comes to investing, right, we need to know we need to be very clear about one very important thing. We cannot time the exact bottom. I do not know like what is the exact bottom is going to drop. $100, $99, $98, I do not know. If I don't know, I don't try to time the exact bottom. Okay, so I just find a price that I think is cheap enough already. I will just buy at a price, and then I have to wait for the long term so that the price will go up. Does that make sense? Right? So as long as so for me, right, when I buy companies, I always in fact, I'm very unlucky when it comes and you want to make even more, because if we are overly greedy, we want to time the market, end up we might not even buy the company, because like you don't drop. Let's say you want to buy Facebook at $50 or $10. I think it's a very good price lah, but can Facebook drop to $10? Maybe not. Then you miss the opportunity. Does that make sense? So be very additional advantage as an investor when you are buying these quality good companies. All right, and during this period, right, there will be some common situations that investors will always face. Okay, and some of these situations I just the price is not good lah, correct? Some of investors might face that. And the second common situation is, okay, if the market is high, you cannot enter. You want to wait for the market to drop first, correct? And then like right now, if the market, every time there's a market pullback, there is a dip or a recession, that the market starts to drop, we have another problem. We do not know how much lower can the market drop, all right? Because of you just enter your favorite reason, and right now, of course, right now the favorite reason will be COVID-19. Like always, every time market drop, there will be a reason, correct? But regardless of the reason, we are fearful, correct? It makes us more, because of this reason, make us more fearful, and then we do not know how much market will drop, right? So when the market is high, I cannot enter. When the market drop already, discount already, I also cannot enter, because I don't know how much more it's going to drop. How many of you can relate with this? How many of you, like as an investor, you can think, hey, yeah, that's my problem. Every time it's at high, I don't enter. Then it drop, I also don't enter. How many of you can relate with this? Type relate in the chat box. So I know also this is some of the problems that you have. Because if it's not your problem, then I will skip this slide. All right, I can move on. If you think it's problem, you can type me or type relate. All right, so yes, totally right. Thanks for sharing. All right, totally can relate. Okay, hey, how come so little response? There's like more than 100 of you guys here. But hey, if you guys are still here and you guys are still listening, you haven't put me on mute yet, right? Still listening, type, really share with me, so I know you guys are still watching me. All right. So some of the common situations, and I'm going to share with you how did I. And so this common situation, we need to understand what is the why is this common situation affecting us as investors severely, right? Because of this, the end result, right, is that. So what's the end result? Market at the high, you cannot buy. Market drop already, you also cannot buy, because you don't know how much more it's going to drop. So forever you cannot buy lah. So the end result is what? The end result is no action taken. Okay. To put it, can I be very real and very blunt with you guys? There's the end result, right? So I just want, I mean, it's just me lah. I mean, sometimes a bit direct. So if I offended anyone, I apologize for that. I don't mean any harm. I just want to share, the very real thing lah. And this is some of the frustrations that I personally face. All right, it's true. Like sometimes I really know how to find good companies really, and it's even more frustrating when you really identify good companies, and then when the market drop to that your price, the price that you want to buy, but then because of this situation, like right now, COVID-19. Facebook is at my buying price, for example, and then you think, if this COVID-19, this recession, this time is different, and wow, this recession looks like it's going to be worse than the 2008 market crash, and will last a while. So let's not buy first, correct? So we have all these like all this dialogue that we have ourselves. So I also have all this similar frustration, and it's very frustrating, really, because it hinder my own personal wealth progress. So over the last 2-3 years, right, I actually fine-tuned and come out with system that works for me. Because if I keep doing this cycle, and Einstein said one thing, right? Like if you keep doing the same thing and you expect different result, it's called what? You guys know, right? So every time and this kind of situation happen all the time. Every time in the stock market, right? For those of you who are in the financial market, you will know every time market drop got a very good reason one. Okay, and right now the reason of course is COVID-19, but even before it's COVID-19, every time the market drop, got a very good reason one, correct? So, but the whole idea is if I just keep doing this cycle, it's insanity lah. You know what I mean? So I need to break this cycle. I need to come out. I need to do something different. Okay, so in short, I come up with a system that works for me. And you must understand, this system is something that I fine-tuned over the years. Is proven, like battle proven, test proven by market going up, market going down, and I'm going to share with you right now, right? And most of you guys, you won't theoretically you can understand it, but you might not understand the power of this system until you apply it for yourself. All right. So let me share with you a dynamic portfolio management. What do I mean by dynamic? Dynamic meaning is fluid. Okay, because market is not 1 or 0. It's not buy or don't buy. Correct. It's not up or down. There can be different shades. You know, different shades of like a percentage in between. Okay, like 50 different percentage in between. Which means right, your plan need to your battle plan, right, or your investing plan need to allocate for different market condition also. All right. So how will you invest? And look at the triangle, right? So just now I covered stocks. Let's do a bit of recap. I covered the quality companies you can buy. Then I share with you the option. How can you just use option to lower your risk at the same time increase your returns? All right. And right now I'm sharing with you the portfolio system. Like it's an icing on the cake. It combines everything effectively together for you. All right. So our dynamic portfolio system, obviously, right, will be based on the market situation, whether it's at a high, whether it's low, where the market is right now. And this is how it works. If the market is at, so my weightage, right, my plan, obviously, I need to do it beforehand. I cannot wait until like right now, something happens, then like right now, market drop, then I go and think about, you know, what is my plan, what is my percentage. It's just like in army, correct? Like guys will understand, like we always have a SOP for every scenario. Okay, something happens, what do? Like we look at there's a mind map. Something happened, call who, call my PC, call the MO. Like we have an SOP, right? Similarly, for investing, can we have a very, very solid SOP also? Yes, we can. And this, let me share with you how. All right, when the market is at the high, I will have a bit of weightage. Okay. Now, a lot of people, beginners, investors, they might make these mistakes. When the market is high, right, sometimes they will have 100% cash. That means they will not have, they are not invested in the market, and that is a wrong thing to do. And let me share with you why. Because if you do not invest in when the market is so high, you don't invest a lot, but you need to invest a bit. Why? Because when you invest a bit, then you are in the game. Okay, it's just like if I very long never go swimming. I know how to swim, but I very long never go swimming already. Suddenly you ask me to go swim, I might forget. I might be a bit rusty. Does that make sense? Or if I know how to drive, I have a driving license. But if I very long never drive a car, suddenly you ask me to drive to Orchard Road, I might be a bit nervous. So how does that relate to investing? If suddenly you hold a lot of cash, you're waiting for this market drop, but everything's in cash. Suddenly, when something happens, you are not able to react fast. You're not able to react. Sometimes you forgot your trading account, your platform account, the password, correct? And you forgot everything, how you reset. Then reset, you forgot which email you use. Then you need to transfer the money in. All this takes time, correct? When all these things happen, what happens? Sometimes the opportunity might, you know, go away. Right? So that's why you need to be in the game so that you are ready to take advantage of any situation. All right. So you can be like you can take action in the immediate time. All right. So when the market is high, you need to have minimal allocation. This is how it works. When the market is high, right? So this percentage, I just put a rough number. Okay. Again, the beauty of this system is that the numbers can be tweaked to your preference. Right. So for example, some of you. Especially for beginners, if you're more conservative, your numbers can tweak a bit lower. When the market is high, you don't need that 15%. So I put here, right, I have 15% position and 85% cash. So it's the 15 and 85 is in percentage, right? In percentage, so it adds up to 100%. Okay, so everything will add up 100%. So when the market is high, I have 15%. But if you're more conservative, you can have less. You have 10%, 5%, also can. Okay, and then if you have 5%, then you have 95% cash. Does that make sense? So you can have different amounts, all right? So that's the beauty of this system. You can allocate it to your personal preference. Now, when the market is high, I have 15%. Next, right, what I need to do is I need to work out what is my bottom line. What is my 底线 that I am willing to go in. Because let's say I set aside 10,000, for example, as for a beginner, because 10,000. 10,000 is all my investing money. That's the max I'm going to, there's a max amount of money I have, $10,000. I need to have a point where I am willing to invest all 10,000 in the stock market on the companies that I chosen. Let's say Facebook, Visa, a few different companies. Okay, I need to have a point where I'm willing to go all in. Because if I do not have this bottom line, work out beforehand, right? As the market start dropping, right, what will I do? I will hesitate because I do not have a clear plan. I will always wait. Let it drop further first, lah. Correct? Because everything is based on feelings, emotions. Everything is based on what I wake up. I read. I see how many more people, suffer from this COVID-19. You know what I mean? Like, so there's a lot of bad news out there, and sometimes all this news might affect your decision making as an investor because you cloud your judgment, all this emotion add onto it. So the whole idea of having this like a proper system is, so this is one of the intangible benefits, but it's a very important one. So it's intangible, but it helps a lot. It takes out the emotion, takes away the emotion out of the equation. As an investor, ideally, optimally, we should have zero emotion when it comes to investing. Right? If it's zero emotions, then everything should be based on numbers. Does that make sense? All right. Okay, so this is what I will do. So we have a bottom to all in. All right. If the market is, let's say in this case, I use a 60% down. I think 60% if the market, so minus 60% is if the market's general market or the company I have in mind, let's say Facebook, drop 60%. Okay, I'm willing to go all in. All in means I have 100% allocation in positions and 0% cash. Does it make sense? So I need to have bottom line first. Yours don't have to be 60%. Yours can be 40%, 30%, 50%. Or if you very kiasu, very fast, right? You can have 90% also can. But if you have 90%, then you must think how many thousand years then the market might drop 90%. I don't know. Okay, but you need to have a. So this is where you balance risk and reward, right? So you have a bottom line. Okay. Now, so you work out the top, then you work out the bottom. Once you've done that, right, then you work out in between. So it's very important if you do this exercise, right? You do not do it top down. You do the top line, then you do the most bottom line first. Then you work out in between. Okay, do not go down like that. You need to work out top, then you work out the bottom first. Then you come back to the middle, right? And the middle is just working. Like every 10% down, you enter how much? 20% down, so you enter how much? Can you see? As the market starts dropping, I'm entering more. So I'm legging in, correct? I mean like entering in what I call tranches, entering tranches, right? I'm entering more position. Every time I do this, right, I am buying at a cheaper price. For example, I use Facebook. I can buy 15% right now, but if Facebook drop 10%, I buy more. I buy another 50% more for collecting 30%. And just like I mentioned, why we need to have a bit of allocation when the market is high, right? Let's say Facebook is, the price is very ridiculously high right now at 225. If I do not have any allocation, is there a possibility it can go higher? Can, right? So if we go higher and I don't have allocation, I will feel like I don't feel good also, correct? So I need to have a bit of allocation, and a bit of allocation will help to deal with your FOMO, your fear of missing out. Does that make sense? So this system might look like a bit simple, but I purposely make it simple also for you, so that everyone can use it. But it has a lot of intangible benefits, right? So importantly, you need to ensure that your FOMO is covered by the minimum allocation, right? And as the market starts dropping, right, you will start to enter more. Does that make sense? So the numbers you can tweak. Obviously, for those of you who are serious investors, right, like in my program, I will share like more in detail, like what are the other safety nets we need to take care of. But in short, right, if you have a system like this, it will do your investing very well, because why? You have a clear plan and everything is based on numbers, not based on your feelings, but everything is based on numbers. Of course, this plan can, like we do beforehand, it's not set in stone. It can adjust accordingly. For example, if I come up with this plan and I want to enter on, let's say, Facebook, but if, for example, I feel like Facebook, the business is not COVID-19 resilient, for example, can I change? I can change. Okay, so my plan is adaptable. Okay, I can adapt and change the plan, but I need to have a plan before I start. Why? Because if I do not, I have a clear plan. I mean, just some of you might heard this quote before. If you fail to plan, you are planning to fail, right? So very cliche, but it's very true. So have a very clear plan. All right. So this plan, for some of you guys who are more, logical, will help you a lot. Okay. For those of you who are a bit more based on heart one, the more you need to have this plan. Okay, because if you have this plan, your heart will win over your head. Then end up you won't take any action. Does that make sense? Which I do not want for you. And some of you guys, like, I'm not sure how many of you, but during the 2008 crisis, a lot of people didn't take action also. Why? Because during that time, there's a lot of fear out there that paralyze people from taking action, correct? But now you look back 12 years back, that the crisis, the 2008, 2009 financial crisis, it's not that bad. Does that make sense? It's been a while, people forget about it already. But during that time, it's very real. It's happening every day, right? Similar to right now, the same situation is happening. This COVID-19, everything seems very real. But 10 years from now, what you hope to do is, oh my God, during that period, did I take action or did I not take action? So will it be regrets or will it be like you give yourself a pat on the back because you took the necessary action? All right. So in short, right, choosing the right stocks, the good quality companies, adding on short options on top of it to lower my risk, increasing my return, and having a portfolio management system to combine everything effective together. Because you and I, we are different people. Yes, some of us, we have different financial goals and all that. But we can invest in the same company. Facebook is the same stock. But how we invest in will be different. How much we invest in, at what price will be different based on our portfolio management system. Does that make sense? So it's just like when we eat nasi lemak. Some of you like eat with chili, right? How much chili you put depend on your chili tolerance, right? So similarly, our portfolio management system, like how much do we choose to allocate when the market is down, will depend on our investing tolerance also. Make sense? So this is just a template. Please do not follow accordingly. But I think it's a good enough template for you to get started. You can adjust the numbers accordingly. All right. So in short, right, and even for experienced investors, like my friend was just sharing with me last week, I shared with him this portfolio management system. He already know how to buy stocks, but I shared with him like, hey, if you have a portfolio management system, high, what do you do? Low, what do you do? Right? It worked out a lot for him. Okay. And those of you who already know how to invest, if you add on this portfolio management system, it will help you a lot. All right. Please try it. I just want to emphasize one point also. Sometimes like you heard this, like timing the market, that means like how long you invest is more important than timing the market. Okay, all the great investors I know, not a single one is timing the market. Warren Buffett do not time the market. If you think you can time the market better than Warren Buffett, then you go ahead. Okay, but for me, that I do not know. I don't have to worry about that. I just have a clear plan. It can allow me to make a lot of consistent money over the long run. Good enough. Okay, so it's a foolproof, time-proven concept over the last 100 years, right? And in the next 10 years, it will be the same also, right? So those of you who have not started investing or thinking how to start, if not now, then when, right? And some of you might know Tony Robbins. This is what he said also. The greatest danger to your financial wealth, right, is not a recession or market dropping, but is if you are not invested in the market. That is even worse than if the market drops. All right, because if the market drop and you are selecting good companies will recover. And we're talking about long run here. Again, right from the start, it's a long run thing. It's a long-term thing. I will make money. Facebook, if I buy at whatever price now, it continue to drop. It's okay as long as the business fundamentals are good. I always tell myself this. For beginners, right, you must think you are not buying some numbers on your Think or Swim account or your trading account. Okay, you are buying a real business like Facebook. When I buy Visa, I'm a real shareholder of Visa. Does that make sense? I'm buying the real business. The price will fluctuate every single day. Okay, in the short term, the stock price has nothing to do with the business. Does that make sense? So you do not want to say, hey, but wait, why Facebook business so good in the short term? How come the price drop? Because in the short term, the market is irrational. And also, if the price don't drop, then how can you buy it on the cheap price? Does that make sense? So this is something that you want to think about. But in the long run, good companies will keep going up. Okay, so this is something that you want to have in mind. Okay, so this was how. So if you can, incorporate all this, right? At least for me now, this was like selecting the right companies, using options on them, and having a portfolio management system to combine everything effectively together. This was how I actually use it to generate consistent income for myself. And some of my students who learn over the years, this is what they're able to do also, right? And how many of you learned something so far? I just want to check, right? Is my sharing okay? How many of you have learned something useful so far? Type learn in the chat box or type me so that I know you guys have learned something useful so far. All right, thank you so much for responding. All right, awesome, man. You guys learned something so far. And how many of you, right, those who learn something, you think this system actually kind of works? So I actually chunk it down into a very simple concept for you guys to understand. But how many of you want to learn more in depth about this? Want to learn more in how can you consistently grow your wealth? Or for those of you companies, right, how can you grow your company profits also so that you can make consistent money like that? If you would like to learn more, type more in the chat box. If you like to learn more, type more in the chat box so I know I can share more with you guys, right? and simple, systematic. Hey, to make a system, a complicated system, and make it sound simple, that is the real uh, beauty of it. Okay, no point I share with you something complicated and then too complicated for you, you're not going to use. No point, correct? So I dump it down, not say dump it down, but I share with you in layman terms so that you guys can understand better. More importantly, why am I doing this? So that more people can take action. If out of my sharing, out of 100 people, 100 plus people here, or 20, 30 people take action, I think I feel good lah. Like, I done my part, because how I wish 12 years ago someone shared it with me, and also because I was perhaps a bit more arrogant back then. I didn't know who to find. I didn't want to find someone to learn from, and then end up I lost 200,000. Okay, so sometimes taking the right necessary step is very important. All right, man. Thanks so much for those of you who type more. I appreciate your feedback. Right. So right now, right, I want to share with you the three components that you will need to have, right, for your financial success, and also an online initiative program that I have. Right. If you think you want to learn investing, this is something that you as an action taker should consider. Right. So number one, right, you will need, what's the three components that you will need for financial success? This one you really need to write it down. Write in, like, if you have pen, write in bigger words and circle it, or write in red. Right, three components. Number one, you need a proven system that, besides just a proven system, you need a proven system that you can start with small capital. 2 points, start with small capital and you can get immediate results. Okay, I say that again. You need a proven system. Whatever, a bit in investing or doing anything, all right? But specifically for investing, you need a proven system that you can start with a small capital and can get results immediately. And why is that important? For example, if I tell you, Singapore buy property more or less should make money now. Okay, but if I go Orchard and I buy a penthouse at Ion right now, you think 5 years down the road I will make money? Yes, probably yes. But firstly, I might not have like 1 million or 2 million to buy that penthouse. So it's a game that is out of my reach. Okay, then I cannot get started. Then you tell me this for what? No use. I cannot do. Right. So I need something that I can start small, so that I can, with my small capital, I can make some money. And why do I need immediate results? If I buy a penthouse, right, 5 years later, then I know whether I make money or not. Right, 5 years is quite a long time. I want something that can give me results immediately, not like the next second or tomorrow, but in the space of a few days or just a few weeks, right, I will know whether this system, like this, I can say until it's very good. Like people talk about investing are very good, but only when you try, then you know, right? And if it doesn't work, then okay, move on. But if it works, what do? You will get more interested. You will double down. It builds your confidence, right? Yes, thanks, Jen. Right? You will build your confidence, and when you build your confidence, you will have more interest in everything. You have more momentum. You get it? You get the idea, right? So you need your proven system need to be something that you can start now with small capital and give you immediate feedback, immediate results, right? So I have a online program that I want to share with you guys, right? So who is this program for? Might not be for everyone. So this is Mark. So Mark is one of my good friends, and Mark is an entrepreneur also. He runs a digital e-commerce business, right? And back then, when he first started to learn from me in 2017, a few years back, he made a bit of money, and I want to share with you. So I have a lot of testimonials. I want to share with you like people who started with small amount of money. So because I would say most of you guys will probably be like you will start small. For me also, I just want to share. I also start small with like 5K. I just want to be very transparent with you guys. I start with 5K USD. I did not start with 100,000, 200,000. I start with 5K USD. My second time I tried, I start with 5K USD, and that was how I slowly built up. Okay, but with 5K USD you can get started. And Mark shared here, like in a span of, so he's an accountant by studies by nature, so he's very particular with this. So he say like over a period of 6 months, he made about $800. Okay, that is 30% return, I think, in a period of 6 months. If you analyze it, it's more than 50%. Not too bad for a beginner with a small capital. So it can be done. Okay. And this is Titus. Some of you might know him. Titus runs a digital agency, and digital agencies like I think quite a big marketing agency. And every day, he's managing like 7-8 digits figures for clients. All right. And every day is like his daily routine is like business development, meeting clients. So he is very busy firstly, and sometimes over the weekends he still need to help juggle his clients' events. And one fine day as entrepreneurs, sometimes we have dinner, when we share we talk to each other. And then I ask him because I always want to find out about, especially the entrepreneur, I want to find out like why do you want to start your own business, for what, right? And he shared like entrepreneurship is about risk and reward. If I'm young, I try something, I have the potential gains, why not, right? So I shared with him, right, like the stock market investing is also about risk versus reward. And if I can share with you like an investing strategy that allows you to make more with less effort, right? That you put in for your business, right? Do you want to find out more? So I shared with Titus, and Titus, being an entrepreneur, he's open-minded. He said yes, obviously, and I think also because he trusts me. I remember very clearly, right? He started with his 5K also, and back then he was very young. 5K meant a lot to him, and he told me like, "Wei Ming, I cannot lose this $5,000." And I told him, "Don't worry, you will not lose this $5,000. Okay, but provided you follow exactly what I do." So I shared with him. So after a while, he made some mistakes along the way, but after a while, he managed to get the growth from it, and he's making consistent returns. And right now, he's managing about 50K portfolio and making consistent returns of 30% year after year already, right? So this is something that I want to share with you, is consistent, right? And not just when market is going up, but when market drops also. I share with you my own personal portfolio, one of the accounts, right? It's very normal to have positive returns, all right? Consistent additional income stream. I start share with you, like those of you who want the additional income stream, this might be something that you can start out with, yeah. And again, it's only for action takers. So I designed, me and my trainers, we designed the program in such a way that it's actionable to deliver results. So this is not a theoretical course where I share a lot about like options, jargon, and at the end of the day you do not know what to use with it. Okay, I want to give you just the meat of things that works. Okay, so it's practical, actionable, and it allows you to start small with small amount. And it's ideal for busy people. Why? Because I'm busy myself and I am a bit lazy by nature. So I am someone who don't really like to spend a lot of time like looking at the charts, looking at investing. I just want to spend my time, like we make money also so that we have the time to spend it lah. Okay, no point you make money and then no time to spend also. So my investing system is a bit more like more chill one. Okay, but importantly chill, simple, but if you can deliver results, that is the more important thing, right? And be realistic about the returns you want to make. Again, I say it first. There's a lot of people out there in the world today, myself included, that back then I was one of these people. I want to make money fast. I want to snowball. I want to use $5,000 and become $1,000,000 in 1 year. Okay, if you want to make $5,000, you want to use your $5,000 or $10,000 and become 1,000,000 in 1 year, then this program cannot work, because investing is over the long run. Warren Buffett did not build his wealth, in a period of like 1 or 2 months and got lucky. Okay, because in this equation we don't need luck. Make it such that even if we are unlucky, we will still make money. All right. So this system actually, right, have a safety net for your unluckiness. Right. Be realistic about the return you want to achieve. Okay. So this program, what will you actually learn? Firstly, before we even start, going in depth about what stocks to choose and all that, right? You need to calculate. I think it's very good for everyone to be able to calculate when can you hit your financial independent year. Okay. How long do you take? Do you need? Everyone is different, depending on your age, the money, the capital you have right now. Based on the capital you have right now, right, and compounding at this rate, right, how long will it take, right, for you to be financially independent, right? So I think that's something good to know for everyone. Before we even get started the journey, we need to see the end goal, right? We need to see the end goal, because if we do not know, we are just moving along the way, right, which is okay. I learning the doing, but we will need to know our end goal first. Second, right, everyone will create their own personal watch list of good companies. Okay, and this is where I feel that selecting companies is so important. Like building this pyramid, the companies that you choose, right, is the most important thing. And some of you guys who have a bit of background in investing, this is where you want to go a bit more in depth. If some of the companies that you choose are like, so I say this just to be very objective, not personal against anyone. But if you are having companies like Disney, Boeing, McDonald's, Starbucks, solid companies. But if you have companies like that, you need to start to think, is there better company? How can you assess more in depth into choosing better growth company, right? If you can find better companies, why not? Okay, so these are companies that some of the common companies like Starbucks, McDonald's. I see a lot of people portfolio got these kind of companies. I think I drink Starbucks also. But when it comes to investing, I will share with you like why do I not choose Starbucks, right, and focus on other growth companies, and how can you grow your wealth more while at the same time reducing your risk with options, right? Just like I share with you selling options, right? So in this program, we will go in depth, okay? Like how do we actually do that? Like we sell option, why do we choose $120? Can we choose higher? Can we choose lower? What is the optimal strike price to choose? And what's the duration to choose? What is the premium that we need to receive? All right, so we'll go a bit more technical into options parts. Number 4, all right, how can you, even with a small amount of money, generate powerful returns? So it means using small amount of money to potentially make a lot of money if you know how to do it and do it the right way. Okay, knowing and doing it correctly, sometimes it's different also, right? And sometimes I see people out there who know the knowledge but did not execute it well, which I get very pissed about, because you have the knowledge really, and yet at the same time because you're greedy, careless or what, and this is something I cannot accept. So for my students, right, I have a step-by-step guide, a template, right, to make sure I want to minimize all these like human error to as close to zero as possible. Okay. If you tell me you don't know how to invest, I can accept. But if you know how to invest and you still do it wrongly, right? That is something that, I just personally cannot accept. Okay, and I will share with you safety nets. Just now, the portfolio management system, the portfolio allocation system is one of them. And what other safety nets can we have in our investing so that we can reduce our risk to almost zero, right? Almost close to zero risk. And the last step, right, is this. After this program, because I understand investing is sometimes a bit technical thing. It's a very theoretical. Like it's like you learn swimming. You don't learn swimming, and then if you don't get in the swimming pool, you will never learn. You will never know how to swim. Similar to investing. After you invest already, right? If you never take your first step to invest in your first company, what do you think will happen with knowledge? You will forget everything. It's useless. So we have a step-by-step guide, right, to ensure everyone, right, will actually start. It's not a theoretical course, but in 3 weeks, 21 days, right? What will happen? In these 21 days, right, there are actually tasks set alongside after this program. So you could be simple tasks like creating your own account, getting the account up, funding the account, importing the watch list, putting in all the columns and all that. Okay, so all these sounds like basic stuff to do, but all these basic stuff, if you don't do, it will hinder your progress. After that, right, there will be homework that I'll be issuing to you guys. Like why I will ask you personally, like why do you choose this company? So I will go a bit more in depth. It might be a bit touchy, but I'm sharing all this so that you guys have the best companies possible. So I'm very, as an investor or as a trainer, I'm very particular about how you choose your companies. All right. For example, let's say like Visa, Mastercard, pretty good companies. But how do you, if you really want to choose gun to my head, why do I choose Visa over Mastercard, or why do you choose Mastercard over Visa? If you cannot even tell me like that, then as an investor, there's more we can improve on, right? So this is something that will go more in depth, right? So some of you guys know I've been teaching live classes for a while. This is some of the classes I taught, but right now, right, we will be doing it online because of this COVID-19. And some of you might have this question: why am I teaching it online also? So I can actually wait for this. I don't need to do this. I can actually wait for this COVID-19 to die down and continue my live classes. All right. And live classes for me actually easier to do because I like to see people, my students, face to face. But I also realized, right, if this COVID-19 die down already, the opportunity might be gone. All right. So, what do I mean by that? Like, for me, right, how I wish, right, when I started in 2008, right, someone was there to guide me. And during this period, I know if I don't try my best to help as such people, especially those who are new to investing, have not get started, and because of my own personal reason, I want to wait for COVID-19 die down first, then I just do lah. Now, no urgency also, and because of that, right, you do not take action, and then you miss out on opportunity. That's something that I might live to regret. So I thought if I can do my best and then share with you guys online, why not? All right. So this program will be done online, right? It will be done via Zoom and Teachable and online softwares. All right. So Buffett Investing Secret is a 3-day program. Right, so 3 days. It's over the weekend also. Day one will be on so it's 1st of May to 3rd of May. And if you look at the timing, like Friday, it will be 7 to 10, right? And each day, right, although it's only 3 hours, right, but it's very, very intensive. And after this, for example, let's say day 2, right, 10 to 1 p.m. After that 1 p.m., after your lunch, right, please do not plan out any other plans. Not that you should be going out, but if you're at home, right, please do not watch a movie after that. There will be tasks of homework to do so that you can prep yourself for day 3, right? So me and my team, after the online course, we'll be working with each other to make sure everyone do the homework. Because this is the thing, for live classes, I can, as you're doing in class, I can walk to you and see how you're doing. But for online, I cannot, correct? So I will have, me and my trainers, we will have other measures to ensure to keep in touch, to make sure the level of communication is good, all right? So location is at where? Obviously, hashtag circuit breaker, your own house, okay, stay at home, okay, and just need to make sure you have Zoom and you have a good internet connection, all right? So I just want to share like this. So my program, right? Those of you who attending live programs, my live programs, right, is going on for $3,600, right? And even in February, before this COVID-19, I was doing this program, and this is the price that people are paying for it, yeah. And right now, right, because of this circuit breaker and because I want to help as many people as I can, right, I'm willing to offer a discount that I never done before for my program, be it live or online, right, you will get a $2,600 discount for those who are interested, and only this time. This is the price you pay, all right? No need to slash any price. 997. This is the price you pay. The very same program, like if you people are paying 3,600 to learn from me investing in options. If you want to learn this right now the price is only during this COVID-19, because after this is like, I don't know, if next month someone invent a cure and this is over, I go back to doing live classes, then these prices will not be here anymore, right? So those of you who are interested, right, 997 is the price, and I think the offer is there. Those of you who are action takers, click on the link in the bottom right corner of your screen. The offer is there, and click on it to sign up. All right. And because I really love action take. Like for me, I feel learning or investing, right, is something that is doing on. It's not something that I attend already or I learn already. But if I know action taken, then it's like the same as not learning. So I like action taker. I think I'm an action taker myself, and I love action takers. So for the first 20, right, who sign up, right, I'm going to do something extra bonus only for the first 20 that sign up, a free live class, right? Free live class. Live meaning I meet you face to face, like after this COVID-19 die down, which I will be sharing, right, certain extra bonus, right, which I never shared before in any formal classes. All right. These are the trends some of the trends I spotted during this. So over the last few years, right, I spotted a lot of stuff, and during this crash, right, it kind of solidifies some of the trends I spotted. And these are the trends that I think, like if you're not just good companies, that's great, okay. But if you can, spot certain kind of trends, like if I know the market is kind of turning, it's going to dropping, can I perhaps change my portfolio a bit so that I do not have to ride the wave down, or can I even capitalize to make money on the wave down? So these are some of the extra stuff that I'll be sharing on the live masterclass. All right. So those of you who are interested, please sign up. And so my team will take note also, like only the first 20 who sign up, because for live, right, there is a physical limitation to the size of the group, and in that class I can see like maybe 40, 60 people, and I will be doing a few of these webinars, right? So for each webinar, I can only limit to 20 packs for the live program, right? So those of you who are interested, you can click on the link to sign up. Yeah. So any questions, right? You can ask in the chat box also. Okay. Any questions you have about the program? You want to find out like if this is something suitable for you, especially if you are someone who have a bit of knowledge of investing or even learn options before. Is this suitable for you? If you have some question, ask in the chat box, right? So I would say, right, how is this program different from other options? That's what, right? Is for me, I focus a lot in choosing the right companies, and over the years, right, this is something that I go a lot into, like because options, right, is just a tool I add on. It's just like, can I share with you an analogy of drinking coffee? Because I like to drink coffee. Like to make a cup of good coffee, right, I need to have the coffee powder need to be good, the coffee beans need to be good. Options, right, it's just like I add a sugar or milk on top of the coffee. It's just an additional tool, all right? And if I like to, a good cup of coffee, if I add milk, add sugar, cappuccino, whatsoever, right, it will taste better, yes? But if the coffee itself, right, does not taste good, no matter how you add the milk, how you add the sugar, the coffee don't taste nice. Which means if you do not, in the investing context, right, if you do not know how to choose the right companies, your stock selection is okay lah. I mean, you can't say it's a bad coffee, like the stock selection is okay, but if it's not the best, the option cannot really far away and cannot really, okay, in short, right, the options, right, will work very well if the quality of the companies you choose are good. The better the quality of the companies, the more because the options, right, is just a booster to enhance the return and same time lowering the risk, right? The better the quality of companies, the better the booster can work. Does that make sense? So selecting the good companies, and I will go more in depth, right? So those of you who have questions, right, so there we have different payment links available. Like Jeff asked, okay, what does the option strategy do? So I'll be sharing more in that, right? So those who are interested, you can sign up. For option strategies, right, we will be keeping to like selling put strategies, right? And so later on, right, in the online membership that you have, there will be additional content. But just for this 3-day program, right, we'll be focusing more on selling puts, because this is, although it's a basic principle, but I know those of you who do not even who know options but are not even making money consistently with selling put, right? Then do you see there's no point to go into more advanced strategy? So I want to make sure everyone knows how to use a selling put strategy and make money consistently first. All right. So those of you who are interested, right, click the link. If you sign up already, right, just type "I am in" the chat box. All right. type I am in the chat box so I know you guys are in, because my team will be taking down like who actually sign up. So if you type in, so at least for transparency sake, in case so there are people are signing up, in case there are too many people, I can really only give the live class only to the first 20. All right. Right. So this program, right, will be suitable for beginners as well as people who are experienced. Right. If you're experienced, great, you can learn like at a faster pace. But if you're a beginner, not to worry, right? You will have no issues catching up. Right. You have no issues catching up. So I shared earlier. So let me move on. I shared there are 3 components, right, you will need for your financial success. The first one is you need a proven system so that you can start now with small capital and get immediate results. All right. Number 2, you need to start smart. All right. Everyone knows to reach your end goal, you need to start. But starting smart is important also. Having the best initial condition. What do I mean by that? Let's say you are a very good runner. Okay. Let's say you're a very good marathon runner and you're representing Singapore for the next Olympic. You have a chance of winning gold. Okay. One of the best runners, you're talented. But if you do not have the best running shoe, all right, do you think your chance of success will drop? If you do not have the best running shoe as a runner, do you think your success of winning a gold medal will drop? For sure, right? Similarly, in investing, we need to set up our conditions right so that we have the best possible start. So how can we do that in the investing context, right? Firstly, so these are some of the extra bonus that I'll be sharing with you guys. All right. Number 1, we have a lifetime commission booster, right? Where we reduce. Just think of it as insurance business, right? In businesses, there are expenses. If I can help you to reduce your commissions, your expenses, right, all the way down to a negligible amount, right, it will help your ROI, help your returns a lot, right? So over here, right, when you buy stocks or sell options, right, you buy on a trading brokerage account, and there's a very dirty secret word, right, that the brokerage do not want you to know, and that is commissions. So you guys will be paying commissions, and each contract, right, you might pay up to $10 commission. That is the usual retail price. But with our affiliate link, right, you can get as low as up to $1 plus, right? So you can save more than 90% on these returns, right? Right, some people say I am in. Okay, great. So I emphasize again, this program, I mean, if you can learn, so whether you think you have problems picking up, right, just take a Q benchmark over the last 2 hours. Do you understand what am I saying? Like, do you understand that at least you will get 100% for sure, but do you grasp like what am I saying? Like, understand the theories, execution, don't worry, we will help with that. But do you understand what am I saying? If you think you understand what I'm saying, that is the pace that we will be going at, right? And during this webinar, I went a bit fast, but during the online session and all the hands-on after that, we'll be going a bit slower, right? Okay, so let me move on first before I come back to some of the questions, right? All right. So the first bonus I have for you is the lifetime booster. This is just to help you to reduce your expenses to the lowest, right? And it's lifetime for you. And for those of you, like how much can you actually save from this commission booster? Depending on your account size. Okay, most of you will start small. If you start small, 1 year you save a few $100s. As your account get bigger, every year you will save a few $1,000s. All right, and lifetime, some people save more than 100,000. At least for me, I save more than 100 over 1,000 already. All right, so this is how much we can actually save from it. Just imagine you make 100,000 more, 100K more, right, over the next span of 5 years, just simply reducing your commission. Okay, it's a one-step thing, but if it helps you, that is what we call starting smart, right? Second, we allow you to have unlimited revision. Why? Because this program is online, right? So this program, I emphasize again, it's not like pre-recorded or anything. It's a live, interactive session. Me and other trainers and our team will be there. So we have guardians. So guardians are like our senior students who are competent in their own investing. They'll be here to help guide new students also, to help me manage and help everyone together. All right. And during this period, right, we allow, because it's online, right, and sometimes just those of you who feel that you miss some steps, like in certain days, right, where you need to step out or what, I'm not sure I don't think you probably need to go out, okay, but in any event you miss any of the days, you are able to rewatch it. All right. Okay, for those who miss it, or those who, I won't say slow learners, but for those who are very into learning and you just want to learn as much as possible, you can rewatch it at your own pace. And also, you want to share, you can share with your family or your team. Right? For those of you who are entrepreneurs, you probably have like business partners, life partners. You want to share it together. Why? Because I understand, right? As an entrepreneur, it's very hard if you want to do something, you want to take your money, your company profits, and you want to invest, and you do not know how, and your business partner is against it because you don't understand it. That is a very sucky thing to have. Same for couples, right? If you like, as a guy, I know if I want to do this investment thing and my girlfriend is against it, we have opposite view. It's very sian. Okay, so you want to be aligned and learn together. Okay, so please, and I will say right now, your family members are stuck. For those of you who have family members, those of you who are stuck at home, your family members also nowhere else to go. Okay, ask them to sit in with you for the 3-day program. Okay, and that is something that we advocate. Why? Because we want as much. We just want to help as much people as possible during this period. Okay, if more people can learn, why not? Okay, so you can share with your family or share with your entrepreneur, share with your team, your business team or your business partners also. All right. Okay, unlimited online revision. Okay, and really, I know a lot of people, right? So this program will be recorded down, will be uploaded online. You can rewatch it at your own pace, all right? Or share with your business partner with you, because your business partner might not be able to come to your house, so you can share with him, and the link, can watch it at their own pace, all right? And I know, like, how many of you like go attend program, right? Actually go and relearn the content. Not a lot of people, right? But actually, the very key part, right, is a key quote or key thing that I learned from my mentor is sometimes the best learning is in the relearning. And I know I'm not the smartest guy in the world. Every time I attend a program, be it an investing program, a marketing program, live development program, right? I won't grasp everything. So sometimes I will go and visit and relearn. So this is what you guys need to do. Yeah. Yes, Jen, thanks. You relearn all the time. Thank you. And I know this is something not a lot of people do. So if you can relearn, you'll be great. All right. Okay. So those of you, right, who are asking like technical questions like, hey, if I sell the put, right, how much money do I need to own? We will cover more on that in depth in the program itself. All right. So if some of your worries are, as if you have a small capital, can you start? Because for me to own like 100 shares of Facebook or 100 shares of Visa, it might take a lot of money. It might be 10,000, 20,000, 30,000, right, or even more than that. Which these are money that right now I might not have, or some of you might not have. So the whole idea is we structured this because I say a pain point. Why? Because I started with 5K, right? And I have students who started with $200 only, like who are like, I would say lesser money now, okay? And perhaps they are not as risk averse, they don't mind trying with a smaller amount of money. So we designed the program in such a way whereby you can get started with a small amount of money. Just, I want to emphasize one very important thing is that just like I say, right, be realistic about returns. So you tell me, Ming, I only got $600, okay? But this year I want to use that $600, I want to grow it to 100,000. Then you can log off right now, okay? Then because I cannot help you. Thank you for your time, you can log off right now because I cannot help you. Okay, you don't have to decide anymore. Because this program is only for people who are realistic, and you must understand, the money will not come in immediately. Okay, if you want $600 and you want to make like $1 million, $2 million overnight, or in a short span of time, like next month you want to make $1 million, I cannot help you. So you must be realistic about returns that you can make. But with $600, I can guarantee you, if you are not overly greedy and you do the right thing, your $600 will slowly grow. 800, 1,000, 1,002. Okay, you'll slowly start to grow. And along this, and 1,002, right, to go to 1 million will take a long time also. And ideally, this $1,000, this initial starting capital, right, is just for you to have a proof of concept that this thing works, right? And as you progress along the way, right, as you get more confidence, what do you think you will do? You add in more money for your day job, your savings, you put in more money, suddenly you top up $500, okay? Nothing to be ashamed about. Top up $500, your initial capital will start to grow, right? This is where the compounding will come in. This is actually how you can. You'll see the graph, right? The Mastercard graph, right? To make the kind of money, you need to consistently reinvest your savings inside also, all right? To grow along with it, okay? So, and also, I understand some of the pain points as a investor, right? Is that, well, sometimes I know this company is good, I know Facebook is a good company, but I do not know what price to buy Facebook. So I do my research, I know what Ming say, and I do the homework already, Facebook good company, but I don't know exactly what price to buy. Okay, so with this, so me and my team, we actually designed this calculator that can take out all your frustrations and can save you a lot of time. Okay, time is actually the most important thing in the world. If I can let you assess what price to buy Facebook at in just 2 minutes, all right? How many of you want to know, assess like how much price to buy or sell a company in just 2 minutes, right? If you want to learn, if you want to have this calculator, I think it's beneficial for you, type 2 minutes in the chat box. Okay, so I understand like sometimes one of the most frustrating thing is like I don't want to buy this company, but I do not know the exact price to buy it at. And by next month when I check it, the price might be different. Right? Those of you who think that hey, a calculator can actually help you, type 2 minutes in the chat box. Right? So this is something that I'll be doing for you. So those of you who have questions about like opening trading account and all that, not to worry. After you sign up, me and my team will be sending with you the logistics stuff. All right. What you need to get your trading account up. You don't have to fund your account beforehand. If you can fund your account, that will be great. But if you do not fund your account beforehand, it's okay also. But make sure the account is up. We will share you the steps to make sure your account is up so that you can. So it's practical thing. It's not a theoretical course. You just watch there, listen to the way. No. It's hands-on. You need to do homework. You need to click. Okay, like you need to log in the software. All right. So yes, the trading account will need to be up. Okay. All right. So secret calculator, it will definitely help you a lot. So me and my team, we actually spend quite a bit of time to do this. We have a lot of headaches doing it because not easy doing a calculator. But why we do it is because we want to give as much benefit as you guys and want to take out the time away from it. So we want to make it as simple as it is. Your watch list of stocks, right? When you identify the companies, most of the time you do it the first time. So at the start, right, you need to put in a lot of effort, right? But once you have your top few companies up ready, then it's all about like looking at the price. Once the price reaches a certain threshold, I want to make it automated for you. Okay, how can you set alerts, right? So that when you reach the price, it will let you know so that you can buy, or you can set a pending order so that you can buy immediately, so that you don't even need to lock in. Okay. So the calculator I share again, right? It allows you to track what is the optimal entry price you should get in for a company, because you know a company is good, but we only want to buy this company when it's a fair price or ideally an undervalued price. So what is the entry price we want to buy? For example, if Facebook is at $150 right now, I think it's okay to buy. But if I can buy it cheaper, it will be better. Then how much cheaper? When is the exact cheaper? Meaning $130 cannot. How about 135 or 125? Then how do you decide? Right. So we have this calculator to pinpoint you the exact price. Okay. So it's more like the calculator will recommend you this price you should buy. But if you pay a bit more, a bit less, also can now, obviously, right? You want to buy, then you want to make sure you buy cheaper than Raving. And how? I buy at that price already, I will be sharing. And later I will sharing some of the trades. You just make sure you queue at a lower price. So this is some of my students, they always like to do that. Okay. And the third component that I want to share with you guys, okay, is the right environment. And this, I feel, is the most underrated component when it comes to learning a new skill or in anything like the environment matters a lot. Environment meaning the people around you, right? And some of you guys might heard before, like you're the average of the 5 closest friends. Okay, the 5 closest friends. You just think right now, to be honest, think about the 5 closest people you are with, and you are kind of like the average to them in terms of your health, your wealth, or what you do in life. Does it make sense? Kind of the average, right? And so there's some truth in it. So that's why your environment is very important. And how can we help you to have the best environment possible? We have an exclusive online membership, right? So it's on Facebook. It's a Facebook group. It's a closed Facebook group just for our members only. And in this Facebook group, right, members, right, will share, right, trade ideas, and everyone will learn and benefit together. Okay? Because can you learn from other people sharing? Like someone asks a question, and you never even think of the question, but after that person asks you, this is something I never even think about. But now that you asked already, that's something I want to know. Will you learn from it? Yeah, so everyone can learn from each other. Okay, so the community will help each other. All right. And updated shopping list. All right, we will have a shopping list that we updated where we will share. So, like, how will you feel if someone can do the homework for you? Okay, so our team actually does that. All right. So all the companies you identify, some of the companies that are not in your list is okay, you can ignore. But companies in your list, like let's say Facebook, for example, you will identify like what is the share price you enter and what is perhaps a good price to exit. All right. And I will personally share my own trade alerts also. All right. Some of the trades that I'll be sharing, like so any trades that I own self do, then I will share. And I won't post all my trades. I will only post some of the more conservative trades. All right. So like just last week, I shared. Someone asked about Square, right? It's a digital payment. So I shared about Square recently, and on April 3rd, I did this trade. And so sometimes when I share the trade, I will share why am I doing it, my rationale for doing it, how much capital you need, and I will share. If price goes up, what do I do? Price goes down, what do I do? Those people who take action, you make money now, right? And I made like for this trade with full margin, I made like almost 3% in 1 week. you can look at the dates, right? The dates are there. April 10. Actually, it's April 9 because 10 is Good Friday. Okay, but I only shared it. It's just like it's after midnight, so it shows that Friday. Okay, so in the span of 1 week, I made like 3%. So sometimes I will share trades like that. Okay, sometimes the returns can be higher, can be a bit smaller, but 3% in 1 week, right? 3% is 1 week. You analyze it, it's more than 100% per year. Okay, whether good or not, up to you to decide. But I think it's better than your bank fixed deposit. Okay, Singapore bank deposit, I don't know give how much, or even like overseas bank deposit like Malaysia also give less than 5%. Right, so if you have some money, with fixed deposit right now, sometimes it might not be the best way to utilize funds, right? Okay, and sometimes also I will share like bearish strategies, because as the markets keep dropping, sometimes I will share like what can you do, right? And people who take action, you will get results. So these are some of the stuff we will be sharing in the online exclusive portal. All right. So 1 year membership is, I feel it's really priceless, because like whatever I share, if you can use it to, depending on how big your portfolio, you can actually use it to make a lot of $1,000. Okay, and those of I have students who even just within a short 2 weeks or 3 months period, right, they actually make back their course fee immediately. Okay, so as a trainer, right, I take my commitment very seriously. I want to ensure, right, you are able to make your first. So I'm all about taking action. Okay, and for me, it affects very badly on me, or I feel very not strong if after people attend my program and for whatever reason they did not take immediate action. So I'll structure this program in such a, and over the years okay, as I started to teach over the years, I realized sometimes, right, it's not about the students, the knowledge that they have, but about taking action. So I structured it over the last 1 or 2 years. Some of you guys realize I structured my program to be more actionable, more practical. So at the end of the day, it's about taking action, because your very first day you start, right, it's not about making $1 million, right? Like I share with you something that with a big enough portfolio you can make $1 million. Good to know, but right now you can't do anything with it. So it's more important that with a small amount, 10,000, 20,000, or even $5,000, what can you take the next step, right? And a very cliche quote by Warren Buffett, right? But it's very true. For those of you who like do not have if you have multiple income stream right now, that is great, okay? But if you only have your day job or your business right now, and you're putting a lot of time and effort into this job, but you don't really have secondary income stream, I don't. If it's me, I personally don't feel that good about it, You know what I mean? Like it's always good to have multiple sources of income. Like Warren Buffett, he has multiple sources of income, and importantly, this income stream, right, need to be something that don't have to require too much time and effort. If you have a day job right now, and then you go and take out a second job to work at night, right, your night job, so that you have more income, I think it's okay. But you're putting in time and effort. Like there's a lot, and it's not good over the long run. So you ideally want something that can compound your wealth for you, your personal wealth, or your company profits for you over a long period of time. Okay, so that you can make more money. Make money while you sleep. All right, make money over the weekends also. When the stock market is not open, I actually make money. Why? MasterCard, are they open over the weekends? Do people use Facebook over the weekends? Is Facebook making money over the weekends for you? Yes, it is. If you buy Facebook, right? So this is the whole idea. How can you make money while you sleep? Right, I think we only have a few slots left. And for those of you are interested, I'll come back to questions later. But let me finish my presentation first, right? And really, if you're someone, right, over the last few years, you're thinking about learning investment, but for whatever reason you did not start, then really now is the time. We have a crisis right now, and some of you Chinese people will know, right? Wei Ji, right? Ji is actually opportunity. Half the word actually means opportunity. So crisis turn opportunity. The crisis can only be opportunity if you take action. All right. If no action is taken, there's no opportunity. So if you are someone who that could be you. I mean, like over the last few years, you have been learning investing, but for whatever reason, you did not start. Maybe not enough money, limiting beliefs, like you think that it's not suitable for you, lost money before, you are scared, or what. Like this can be your reason. So either you succeed or you have reason why you don't. Okay, a mentor once told me this. Really, like either you succeed or you have reason why you don't. If you don't learn investing and you don't succeed, right, you don't make money, like compound effect, you will have a very good reason, right, why you did not start. And the reason will be very powerful one. Okay, because you are too busy, because you, or whatever reason, all right, and it's good, all right, and no one will dare to say your reason is not good, okay, but either you have succeed, have results, or you have reason, okay, and at the end of the day, this is what I can, help you guys, but it takes two hands to clap, all right, so you need to meet me halfway, all right. And let me share with you. There's some feedback that I have from some of my students. Right?
Ray Ming is a very patient teacher, because I ask a lot of questions and he's willing, and also very patiently trying to explain to me in various languages or in very layman's terms.
Ray Ming has been giving me a lot of support and a lot of guidance, and within just 1 month with his support and guidance, I managed to get 6% off my ROI.
To be honest, I actually struggle with the numbers and with the concept. But after going through this course with Ray Ming, I start to understand the concept. I find that it's actually doable and easier than I thought.
I started trading in April, and after 2 months of trading, I got the ROI of 15%, which I was really happy, because in such a short time I did achieve 15%. It's quite incredible to me. It's because of his guidance and his strategy that make things work for me.
I think there is no trader outside, right, that will give you what makes the money, or the tool that help them make the money. After attending the class, right, then there is the tips that he gave us. Yeah, so actually it's not as I expected. That is time consuming, then like the market is so volatile, then like until I can lose 200,000. He gave us the assurance like, hey, don't worry, when I see the chance, right, I'll let you all know. It actually take away a lot of worries, like, oh, do I have the chance to go into a very good market, or is this the market that I should go in? Yeah, because he will let us know, when to go in and when to get out.
So before I came for this course, I thought investment is this scary world out there, and like it's going to be so complicated. So coming over here, for this options course, I actually found out that investment actually doesn't need to be so scary or so complicated, and Ray Ming actually put it all in a very good system that's easy to understand.
Right? So I just saying, like those of you who joined already, right? Remember to type I am in the chat box so that we guys, my team can track. Right? So I just want to do a recap of this program. Like it's called Buffer Investing Secret. It's a 3 days online live interactive program, and of course again, commission boosters to help you reduce your expenses, and you can review this unlimited. Okay, not just for yourself, but this also, if you sign up already, please ask your family members to join you, all right, or your team. If you're an entrepreneur, ask your business partner or your company team to join you so that you guys can learn together. There's no harm in learning a new skill, right? And right now, really, I dare say there's no excuse for you. Like what you have right now, right? You should have, I would say, a bit more time if you're working from home, at least a bit more convenience, right? So now is really the best time to learn. If now you won't learn, right, I won't say 100% guarantee, but next time, right, you probably, if now even in this situation you don't get started, then you will think next time you will get started. I don't know, right? If not now, then when? Okay, and our secret calculator, all right? So our team actually spend a bit of time to do it, and it allows you, right? So what it happens is it takes away a lot of your frustration. Okay, a lot of your time and frustration. We remove all these completely for you, which you do not see in the background. Okay, for people who are new to investing, like sometimes one of the pain points is like what price to buy, and then reach that price. Really, sometimes I am busy, I miss the price, which happened to me before. Like I remember once I was queuing Facebook at $130 or something like that, and it really hit that. I was waiting for a few months, but because I was busy lah, okay, and then I missed it out, and then sometimes the price dropped down and it can go up very fast. So how can we not use this as a reason, but how can we make this not important so that it will not affect our financial success, right? And 1 year online membership, you'll be on Facebook group where not just community members, we can share and discuss trade ideas, but I will also be sharing my personal trades over there, right? And when I share the trades there, is just my personal trades, and not just, not just for you guys to copy and make money, but also, all right, for you guys to like improve on your own thought process. Because I believe, right, it's not like you attend I dare to say, like, can I just be very frank with you guys? It's not you attend this program already, and then after that, overnight, right, you become, the next day, Monday, you wake up, right, you become like Warren Buffett. Okay, no, it takes a while to get used to it. So what I want to do is I want to accelerate your learning curve. So your learning curve, after the 3-day program, you are slowly improving on day by day. I want you to, what can I do, right, to accelerate your learning curve the most? Right? I want to share, like when I share the trades, I will share my thought process. So you can see, oh, Wei Ming is considering these are the few considerations. And then, you know, what are important things that you take note of, all right? So how much, so some of you thinking, hey, this strategy sounds good, right? How much time do I need to execute it? Of course, at the start, you require a bit more time. That 3-day program, you need to be, like that weekend, you need to be there. And after that, right, it will be good if you can revise on your own time. But after a while, when you get used to it, you depend on your portfolio also. Some of you who start with smaller portfolio, 5K, 10K portfolio, 1 month, right? I shared earlier that you need to log in maybe once or twice, or maybe 10 to 20 minutes each. So 1 month, you need to block out like 2 times, like ideally like every 2 weeks, right? And log in on a weekday night, because markets only open on weekday night, right? 10 to 20 minutes to do your trades, right? And some of you like were on the go after this COVID-19, you know, you are traveling around. You can, some of you might not know, like you can actually do the trading, enter or sell companies or enter your options, right, using your mobile phone. Okay, so while you're waiting for bus, waiting for MRT, on the MRT or on your Grab, right, you can actually start to do the trade, right, when the market opens. So it's a very convenient strategy lah. Okay, convenience or time is really not an issue for this program. Okay, it doesn't require a lot of time. No one has, at least most people, at least for me. So I'm a full-time investor and I spend a bit more time because I'm managing different portfolios. But for most of you guys, right, 10 to 20 minutes is about all the time you need, right? And of course, over the weekend, sometimes you can just brush out on investing. Like just check out the Facebook group, lah. Okay, like don't be, oh, okay, I graduate already, and then I got my cert, and then I can work. No, investing is about like just keeping in touch with community. And sometimes you just want to log in once a while to check what are the trades there, so that you can move, so you can improve yourself as an investor. This is a long-term thing. It's not a 3 months or 3 days get rich quick scheme. Okay, I will need to emphasize strongly on this point. All right. Again, this is a price, right? Those of you who are still considering already, please don't hesitate already. Like if you don't start now, then when? You ask yourself, like, right? So only for now is SGD 997. After this COVID-19 recovers, right? You know my usual price for programs, you can check, like, you know, with past students, people are paying 3,000 plus to learn investing and options from me. Okay, and again, only for the first 20, but I think right now, my team, can you just let me know how many slots left? Okay, because only for the first 20, we have a free masterclass, right? And in this masterclass, I will be sharing some content that I have never shared before in any formal classes, okay? And not because I want to hold back, but because these are some of the like content that, some bonuses, right, or some trends that I only spotted and solidified during this period. Only during this period, I realized there's some things that, you know, as an investor, sometimes as you progress, you have some gut feel, sixth sense to get a better sense of things, right? And this was one of the things that I'll be sharing is how I managed to avoid, you know, losing too much money on this job. I shared with you my portfolio earlier, right? Right now, big players, like the market is down, even your like hedge funds like Temasek, GIC, they are down 30-40%. Warren Buffett, year to date, he's down a lot also. So my this year result is actually slightly better than Warren Buffett. Okay, that's not something to do. And not to say I'm better than Warren Buffett. I'm not saying that. Okay, I'm just saying like just nice this because of some things I'm doing, I managed to, you know, avoid large losses. And this is something that I'll be sharing during the live masterclass. All right. Okay. Yeah, I think I have about 3 slots left. Yeah, Zoe, you're asking how much time do you need to carry out this option strategy, right? I mentioned again, like it's about 1 month, right? You can log in once or twice, about 10 to 20 minutes each, all right? Depending on how fast if after a while you get the grasp of it, sometimes you take 5 minutes or 2 minutes, because it's about locking, like, see how fast you click, okay? Some people, after a while, they do it very fast, 5 minutes, they can click, and then they can move on already, and lock out already, okay? So it's something that I will say not 100% passive, okay? It's not something that you park one side and then you 10 years don't look at it, no. Okay, it's just something that periodically, every month, every few months, you need to log in a few times to look at it. And every time you log in, it's for a short, like 10, 20 minutes, and you can do it on the go, right? Sometimes if you sleep early or what, you can do it afternoon also, right? So it's something, depends on your lifestyle and fits in your schedule. Most importantly, the system will have to fit into your schedule, all right? Okay, yeah, guys. So those of you who have not signed up, please sign up now. And any questions, right, feel free to ask in the chat box. I will still be here for the next at 10 minutes, all right? If you are total, Alicia, thanks for the question. If you are a total beginner with zero knowledge, no trading account, specifically, you are the people that I want to help. People with zero knowledge or a bit of knowledge, you do not know how to start, do not know what to do, you need to attend this program. All right, this is exactly the program that I wish I attended 12 years ago. Okay, so this is the program that you need to attend. Alicia, yeah, if you're a total beginner with zero knowledge, this this course will be for you. All right. So Jade is asking, may I know the risk involved trading this strategy? All right. So let's can I share a bit more about risk? So a lot of people, firstly, you want to identify what is risk. Risk is a very generic term. Okay. So risk and volatility is not the same. Like for example, what is volatility? Facebook share price will go up and down every day. Is that risk to me? For me, I'm not. If I'm a long-term investor, the share price fluctuate, right? It's okay because I hold it for long term. I know the short term has no relation with the business. So this is something that as investor, right, we need to be very, very clear about. So I give you an example. Right now, Warren Buffett, his portfolio last month in March is down, I don't know how many billions of dollars. All right. But to him, he's looking at long term, correct? He cannot see, well, today I lost how many billions, tomorrow I make how many billions. Right? It's a very short term time frame. Right. So when we talk about risk, right, I'll be sharing more, right, in the portfolio management system, like extra safety nets. Right? How can you lower down your risk as low as possible to almost zero? For example, no matter how much I like Facebook, I am not going to put my 100% of my money there. Why? Is there a theoretical, very, very small percent chance that Facebook might? Something might happen. I do not know. Like I give you a scenario now. Okay, I'm not saying it will happen, but I give you a hypothetical scenario. Mark Zuckerberg, let's say one fine day he take private helicopter, and then his helicopter crash. Possible? That was how Kobe Bryant died, right? So it's an unfortunate event, but is this something that is theoretically possible? Something possible. If Mark Zuckerberg, who is the founder of Facebook, died, do you think Facebook company might be affected? Yes, there is. So these are things that we will share with you guys. What are the key things that you need to take note of, and how can we mitigate this risk? Okay, how can we make all these risks not an issue? Does that make sense? How can we diversify into different companies also? All right. Oh, sorry, I never. Okay, sorry, I'm not cursing. I just saying a hypothetical. Touch wood. Okay, I'm not saying. I'm just saying a hypothetical example. Okay, and oh my God, if anything happens, I will feel very bad. Okay, this is something to take note of because a lot of my companies that I chosen, right? And why am I sharing this? A lot of my companies I chosen, for example, Tesla is founder led, right? So and I like companies that are founder led. That means the people who started the company is still in the company right now running it. So for example, Tesla. Some of you guys might know who ran Tesla. Elon Musk, right? I think Elon Musk is a very genius guy. He's like our modern day Albert Einstein. And if anything happens to him, Tesla might be in trouble. I mean, just to share very frankly, very objectively, okay? I like Elon Musk. I don't wish anything for him to happen, okay? Because I got some money in Tesla also. But I need to be aware of all the possible scenarios, right? In investing, it's all being aware of all the so I know if I know what is the worst thing that can happen, and I just make sure it don't happen, or if it happens, it doesn't affect me, then it's cool. But I need to think about it. Does that make sense? So this is what I'm sharing. So I'm not saying like these kind of things not very nice to hear, and nobody want to talk about it. But never mind. Let me share with you, right? Because these are the things that I feel are important. Okay. Right. For those of you, right, who feel that numbers is not your strong suit, or investing just don't come naturally to you. Somehow, when it comes to numbers, it's just a bit slower. Not to worry. Right, during our program, right, it's a very hands-on program, and I believe, right, most investing classes out there is very theoretical. You got one very thick notebook that you you will take back home, but you might not look at it ever again. No point. So we want to make our program as actionable as possible, which is why we have this 21-day roadmap. After the program, after the 3-day program, in the 21 days, you guys will be stuck at home. So I really don't want to hear any excuse like you don't have time or forgot to do the task. Okay, me and my team will be checking in with you. Right, and in this one, it takes 2 hands to clap. Okay, if you as a audience or as a student, right, after you learn the program, you switch off or what, you don't like respond, then it's very hard for me to help you. But as long as you give me 100%, I will give you my 100% also to make sure to get you there. Does that make sense? So it takes 2 hands to clap, especially, and I would say 80% of the things is on you. For me, my job is just to teach you the knowledge and to guide you, but you need to be the person doing it. Okay, and as long as you do, you will get the confidence and get a sense of things. And not to worry, those of you who feel like you just somehow not confident to start yet, it's okay. Which is why the trading account, there is like demo money, that MO means a virtual money, play money, fake money. Okay, why is that fake money? So that for you to practice and try the strategy. Okay, so you do not dare to. It's just like army, right? Sometimes before we go war, we need to have simulation, right? We need to go live range to practice, right? Similarly for trading, investing, can you practice also? Can, but you need to practice with something. You understand, Jerry? You need to go and practice. How? Using the virtual money to practice. You buy here, click. So you know where to click, you know what to do, and you really sell or put on Facebook, for example, and you just wait up and see whether you make money on it. If the virtual money can actually make money for you, then it proven to work. Okay, so some students also, like, they get so comfortable making all the fake money. No point. The fake money is just to give you a degree of confidence. As you get more confidence, you need to start with real money. Okay, so the faster you start with real money, the faster your investing journey or your financial independent journey can actually get started. All right. Okay. All right. Any other questions? All right. So some of you ask also, like, in this program, how is it different from other investing program out there? So this program we structure in such a way whereby we focus a bit more on the fundamentals. All right, like what is the good entry price to enter, what is a bad entry price to enter. All right, like for example, you probably know Facebook is a solid company, but what price to enter Facebook at? And more importantly, how can I spot the next Facebook? Okay, because like if you can buy Facebook 10 years ago, do you think you make more money now? If you can buy MasterCard 10 years ago, will you make more money now? So it's all about how can I spot the next company. Right? These are the companies that I'll be sharing. Because the company is big enough, everyone knows it. Facebook, everyone knows, right? We can still make good money on it. It's in my portfolio. But importantly is how can I spot the next up and coming company. Right? So this is where we will dive more into the quantitative in how we assess like what actually make a company have the potential for a lot of long-term growth in the future. That's why I share with you the grade A companies, right? So these are some of the things that we will be covering during like this program. And those of you who have, especially for those with a limited cash, you get a very good problem to have. So many good companies, right? And maybe Facebook also good, Google also good, Visa and MasterCard also good, but I only have space for one company. How do I choose Visa over MasterCard? Right. So if you really want to like dive down, and how can you make because if you know how can you choose Visa over MasterCard or MasterCard over Visa? Do you think as an investor you have achieved a certain level of competence? For sure, right? So this is what we will be covering and going more in depth. Right. So I'll be closing soon. Thank you so much again for those of you who are still here. Right. Thank you so much for listening. I hope you guys learned something, over the last 2 hours, right? And those of you who want to increase your investing level, all right, be it you're new or you have a bit of background, but you just somehow you are not getting the results that you achieve, this might be for you. All right. And I just want to say this for those of you investors, right, who are like you have your background, you know how options works, but you want to learn like more advanced or in-depth stuff. Let me paint this for you. Sometimes, right, it's not about learning more complicated stuff or more advanced strategies, but it's about doing the simple strategies in a way that can give you a lot of ROI. Does that make sense? So I just share very clearly, like as a I just want to be very transparent. Even for me, I am making a lot of good money, but just by using simple strategies. All right. So a lot of people they want like new shining object, new technical stuff, new things, new don't know what to help them make more money. Sometimes, so let me share with you. Sometimes it's not about learning more advanced and more high level stuff that don't really help you. Okay, I don't want to teach. I know, and not that I don't want to teach, but these strategies, if I know don't really help you, sometimes as a trainer, I need to decide, right? I need to teach you because for me, as a trainer, right, sometimes I can just go very like advanced. So because it's a lot of like you will catch like this is what people like new shining object, okay? But this is not what I personally would like to do. I don't want to sell something that I personally don't believe in. What I personally believe in is using like good fundamentals and make consistent money over the long run of time. Okay, those of you, right, just imagine I just be very objective, right? Please do not blame me for saying this. If you know basic investing or basic about option, like selling put is not new to you, but if you are not making money consistently, despite this, right, then why do you still want to go and learn advanced stuff? You don't even get the simple stuff right. Okay, there's something for you to think about. All right. And in the 3 days program, right, we will be sharing. So we will get the basics down first. So everyone have a strong foundation. And in the online exclusive membership, sometimes right, we might be sharing also other strategies that like specific strategies that can help you in certain scenarios. And one of them will be like, for example, if the market is going down, how can we take advantage of the downside also, right? In very specific scenarios. But to share that, you need to have the foundation solid first, right? So I want to make sure everyone, every member, right, have a solid base so that we can build on it. Because if your base is not solid, right, I share more with, it's just like going to the gym. Let's say if I cannot even do like proper like basic exercises, if I cannot even do one pull-up now, right, can I want to do like advanced like training stuff? Might not be. Does that make sense? So this is just something that you want to take note of. Okay. And some of you might think like, some of you might have some limiting beliefs, which I want to address also. Like you think like, hey, Ming, this thing sounds very good, but you feel that these returns are not possible for you. How many of you feel that like these returns are not possible? Making 100% per year, you sure cannot. So whether it's possible for you or not, right, is relative to your knowledge or skill level. So for example, if right now I'm in a bit out of shape, I might not even be able to do like a few pull-ups. Or let's say I do one pull-up. I might not be even able to do one pull-up right now. Right? But for someone who work out regularly, to do one pull-up, right, for him or her is a piece of cake. Correct? It's the very same one pull-up. Does it make sense? But why he can do it, I cannot? Because I am not there yet. Yet, the keyword is yet. So similarly, you want to make consistent 20, 30%, 50% return per year consistently, can be done. I've been doing it every single day, right? But for some of you guys, you don't see it yet because you are not at a level yet. So the whole idea is you need to get started so that you can be there, right? So the keyword here is relative, right? Relative to your knowledge, to your skill level, to your experience, right? And if I want to be able to do 10 pull-ups, what do I need to do? I need to start with one pull-up first, correct? So slowly I'll get there. So that could be the same for most of you guys. All right. Okay, guys, we are closing soon. Any further questions, right? You can email, contact my team, or contact me. All right. Those of you who know me personally, if you sign up already, I appreciate it. Drop me a text also, so I know you sign up if you're a personal friend or know me personally. Or if you have any question and you have my contact, you can let me know also. All right. So this is Wei Ming. I'll be signing out, and I hope you guys learned something today. All right. And any questions, feel free to contact me and my team. All right. And have a good Sunday evening. See you.